because I think there's a great conference out there. But you look up and down, you look at the draft picks, you look at the players in the NFL, you look at how in the last 4 or 5 years, the non-conference game, the championship game, we won a national championship. Clemson's played for one. They're in a playoff game. We were in a playoff 2 years. We were in it twice. Clemson's been in it twice. Louisville was right on the edge of going in it this year. They had a Heisman Trophy winner. Pitt, the games, Pitt, Pitt won at Penn State. This conference is good top to bottom as any conference in America. And I know everybody, I've played in a lot of them. I've played against them all. I know, I'm telling you, the travel, the games, the environments. It's a tremendous conference, and I think it's one of the best ones. And I'm not saying we're the best, but I'm also saying we're as good as anybody else, too. I don't think there's as big a difference out there as y'all want to make it to be. I think there's some really good leagues, but I think the ACC is as good as anybody else.
What are your reflections on this team and what they did?
It's funny you say that. That's what we asked them. How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be remembered? And then you finish. And this is the last time this group will ever be together. And that's really a sad thing when you really think about it. No football team, the life expectancy is 1 year because everything changes. Some people move in and out, coaches move in and out, things happen. And but I think it's a team that has very high character, very resilient. I think it was a great example in today's time where, as I say, I say you're in the Xbox world or the PlayStation world where the game isn't going well, you hit restart, you start the season over, and you do all that stuff. That's what our kids are in. I'm not playing, I'm not going to wait to play, I'm going to transfer, I'm going to leave, I'm not going to do this. That's the point I was making earlier about you have a couple losses, okay, maybe your national championship goals aren't there. What do you got to play for? You got to play for your pride, your school, and who you are. They're keeping score, and every time you walk out there to play. And I think that takes great care. I think even more so today because of social media, because of how you're criticized, how the things that are brought about in our world today on athletes are 10 times greater than ever were even 10 years ago. I can't win a championship, so what am I going to play for? Well, you play for your pride and who you are, and I think it's going to be remembered in that way, in my opinion. It is in my mind anyway. I mean, but Michigan's a brand name now. I mean, not just him. I mean, Michigan is a school that people want to go to. They're a brand name, but Jim does a great job. He's a relentless guy. We don't bump into each other a lot, in recruiting, but we do a couple times, and they do a great job. Don't get me wrong. We all want to win games that's based on that. But it's, when you watch kids really get it, and you can see it in their eyes that they take responsibility for it, and then they change. Because change in our world, even for you, me, everybody, it's hard. To sit there and say there's something wrong, and I got to change, and I got to go higher, as we say. And watching them do that, I'm being extremely proud of them.
My approach is to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity that you have during a bowl game to be with your teammates, to connect with your teammates. People talk about team bonding, they talk about team building a lot, and all the different ways that you can do that. You can do that as a team as well. And, for many of our senior players that are going through their last game at Michigan, it's a last time to be with your team, to be connect with your teammates. This team will never be the same team again after this ball game. Young players and those players that are continuing at the University of Michigan playing for the Wolverines, this is a chance to continue to be with their teammates and build the most important relationship that you have on a football team is with your teammates. So just taking advantage of that tremendous opportunity is the way we've been approaching it. Winning the Orange Bowl championship is our goal now. That's a lot in our minds. We want to win the most awards. We want to get the best grades. We want to excel in sports. And we have that opportunity to win a trophy. You want to go out and give it your very best. You want to give it your all. You want to have dignity and pride. And, you'll have that in doing your very best. Also want to win.
Well, what is your evaluation on Jamarcus Walker?
I think he's the best player. One of the best players we've seen. He's a real outstanding player. I think he's the most outstanding player on the best unit we've seen all season. It's an emotional game, played and coached by emotional people. seasons are, most games, they're all emotional.